Hi friends, welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Cosplay Vicar and today it is a bit of a making video. Last year I watched The Exorcist for the first time. I am a real priest in the Church of England. Yes, I am a real priest and I love cosplay. I love making stuff. And I watched The Exorcist for the first time. Off the back of watching that, making a little video about my impressions on that, a friend of mine messaged me who is also a priest and he said, "Hey Chris, a guy turned up on my doorstep and presented me with a box, and it just so happened to be an Exorcist's briefcase from the Victorian era. And in this briefcase was a whole stream of different items that would have been used at the time for exorcisms. But it was more than an exorcist toolkit. It was also like a vampire hunting toolkit. And it had a stake in there, and it had a pistol in there with some silver bullets. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun to make my own vampire or exorcism hunting kit? Now, let's make it clear, I do exorcisms, which sounds incredibly weird unless you're there, but also going and praying over people's homes. I don't need any of this mumbo jumbo for any of that stuff, okay? None of this is really needed for any of that kind of thing that I do as part of my line of work, but I did think it'd be fun to make one. And I've picked up this little box from a craft store in the UK for £8, and I thought to myself, now that would make a really good basis for an exorcist's toolkit, essentially. So I've picked up a whole bunch of different things. I got myself a little leather handle that I thought would fit on there really well. I have already made myself a stake, a wooden stake. I made that out of a piece of dowling a little while ago. Picked up a little cheap crucifix. Got myself a little pistol. Now this is just a little toy pistol, but I thought that kind of looked like the kind of thing that might fit in one of these boxes. I picked up a whole stream of little bottles for holy water and that kind of thing that look quite quaint. They're from a charity shop. Got myself just this little leather pouch, which would normally hold like a communion cup, that kind of thing. Little brass plate that I picked up. I thought actually that would go with the communion set really quite nicely. So hang on, I've got some stuff here that would really turn this into something quite interesting. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to line it inside with some red felt. We're going to paint this and stain this box dark brown. I've got some corners that we're going to use on here as well. So what I'm not going to do is walk you through how I do it. I'm just going to film myself making it, and then let's see what it looks like at the end. But, you know, I've got a collection of old books. So I just thought this would be a fun little build. And then I'm thinking, wouldn't it be really fun to then leave this in my attic when I move? And then some future church leader will come along and find it and be like, what the heck has this guy been doing? I just thought that would be a really fun thing to kind of hide in the property. Strange sense of humour. Some of you will really not approve of such a thing. But I just thought it'd be really fun make. So here we go, I'm going to jump in and you can watch as I build it. I'll record myself making it and then I'll show you it at the end. So here we go. This has taken quite a while. Worked on this over a number of weeks and months, but here we have my Priests Exorcism Kit that I've built. Weathered it. Quite pleased with this IHS on there with the cross. It's Jesus. Opens up. And in here we have got the stake. We've got this little play pistol with 3 silver bullets, a candle. So these are really neat. These are just little kind of sticky back holders for pencils. We've got an old cross in here, and then we have an old prayer book, holy water. It's meant to be a communion set, and an old priest's stole. One little fun thing that we've got in here, just to make it feel a little bit authentic as well, is I've reproduced this. It's just a old piece of paper about a carpet sale that was happening in 1974, Thursday, 26th of September 1974, and it's just tucked in there as if the priest has been out and about doing something, and has kind of slipped it in there. I was super pleased with the way that this red backing came out, and I wanted to really weather it so it felt like it was super old. So I weathered all of this and put Fuller's Earth on everything, so that it just felt dusty and dirty. It's not quite as authentic as it might be if it was a Victorian thing, because I've used elastic to hold things up. They wouldn't have used elastic, they'd have had metal clips and that kind of thing. But it just felt like that was an easier option for me. I was really pleased as well with this kind of double level here that I was able to put together. This is like a box section that I put in. So that the stall can sit in there. Went through a few different iterations to try and get to the point where I was really happy with how the layout worked. But there you go. I hope you like my little cosplay prop, bizarre little exorcism kit. If you've made something similar, it'd be fun to see what you have come up with as well. Friends, until next time, do like, do subscribe, all of that jazz, and look forward to seeing you on the next cosplay video.